Good afternoon, and welcome to the Fall 2021 Convocation of the University of Regina and the installation of our 8th President and Vice Chancellor. My name is Glenys Sylvester, and I am the University Secretary. As your MC this afternoon, I'm pleased to welcome the graduates, the special guests, and family and friends joining us both here in person and virtually through our live stream broadcast. I want to begin by acknowledging that the University of Regina is situated on Treaty 4 lands with a presence in Treaty 6. These are the traditional territories of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota peoples, and the homeland of the Métis Nation. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic and contemporary connection to these lands, and are grateful for the ability to meet here today and reaffirm our commitment to truth and reconciliation. The convocation ceremony is rich with tradition, and I would like to give you a brief overview of the convocation celebration this afternoon. Today's ceremony is extra special because, number one, you're all here, which is fantastic. It's so good to see you. And also because it includes the installation of our 8th President and Vice Chancellor, followed by remarks from a number of special guests. After his installation, President Keshen will give the convocation address, and then the graduates, one by one, will be admitted by the Chancellor and congratulated by the President as they cross the stage. This is the first convocation ceremony we've been able to have in 2 years. Like the students who are participating, all of us who organized and are part of the ceremony are excited and a bit nervous. We have tried to plan for every eventuality, but of course, there's always a possibility that something won't go exactly as planned, either for those of us here in person or perhaps for those watching the live stream from around the world. This is also a unique ceremony with additional safety protocols. You will notice that participants are fully masked, and we've been very mindful of distancing requirements. But we are so happy to do what we can to recognize our graduates, even with a few adjustments and limitations. In the event that we do have a small glitch in the proceedings, I do want to just apologize in advance and ask for your patience and understanding as all of us work to make this ceremony a special one for all of you, the graduates. Now, before we begin our celebration, if you have your cell phone with you, if you could just make sure that it's on silent. And it's my pleasure to get us started by introducing the Lone Creek Singers. They will send off our new graduates to the next steps of their journey through the heartbeat of the drum and by gifting them with an honor song. This song is traditionally used to honor warriors upon successful completion of a difficult mission and includes such things as a vision quest or hunt, and in this modern age, the demonstrated individual and collective journey that has brought about their successful completion of a university degree. The graduates today represent our modern-day warriors in this celebration of receiving their degrees, diplomas, and certificates. It is customary to present a gift of tobacco to the musicians as an offering for participating in our convocation ceremony. Given that the honor song was previously recorded, we met with Jeff Capel of the Lone Creek Singers earlier this week and presented a gift of tobacco for today. We are grateful for the assistance of the Lone Creek Singers in opening this ceremony in a good way. Please rise if you are able.
Hey!
Please remain standing and join in the singing of O Canada. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to call forward the University of Regina Student Union President, Hannah Tate, to lead us in a moment of reflection.
Today is a day of significance for all of us who are gathered here, both in person and virtually. At such a time, it is only natural and fitting that we reflect on what has brought us together for this brief moment in time. As we look to the future, we cannot help but think about the past and how it has shaped us. Family, friends, loved ones, even people we have never met, have all played an important part in our individual journeys and our collective journey. Some of our friends and classmates are in this room today. Others are separate from us, cheering us on virtually from afar. Some have joined with family members virtually to celebrate. And some are no longer with us, but supported us along the way. Regardless of proximity, it is incumbent on us to express our gratitude to those who assisted and enabled us in reaching this place in our lives. We have much for which we should be thankful, and many to thank for everything they have provided us as individuals, families, and as a university. With that in mind, I invite you to join me and to join each other in a moment of silent reflection and gratitude. Thank you for celebrating Convocation with us.
Thank you, Hannah. It is now my pleasure to introduce the platform party who will take part in this afternoon's ceremony. I will ask them to please rise as they are introduced and remain standing until I have completed the introductions. And I ask that the graduates please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Monica Dieters, past president, University of Regina Alumni Association. Hannah Tate, president, University of Regina Students Union. Dr. Aziz Douai, dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Dr. Marlene Smedu, acting chair, University of Regina Board of Governors. Pamela Klein, our Chancellor. Dr. Jeff Keshin, President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Stephen King, Senior Researcher to the President. Dr. David Gregory, Interim Provost and Vice President Academic. James D'Arcy, University Registrar and Orator. Dr. Lorena Haber, Associate Dean, Graduate and Research, Faculty of Kinesiology and Health Studies, and Orator. Dr. Jerome Cranston, Dean, Faculty of Education. Dr. Shannon Day, Dean, Faculty of Arts. Dr. Douglas Faranick, Dean, Faculty of Science. Dr. Sammy Helawa, President, Campion College. Dr. Jacqueline Ottman, President, First Nations University of Canada. Dr. Mark Jerry, President, Luther College. Dr. Nilgün Önder, Associate Vice President, Academic. Dr. Isam Hussein, Dean, Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science. Dr. Cheryl Pollard, Dean, Faculty of Nursing. Dr. Harold Reamer, Dean, Faculty of Kinesiology and Health Studies. Dr. Kathy Rock, Dean, Faculty of Social Work. Dr. Christy Schultz, Director, Center for Continuing Education. Brett Waytuck, our University Librarian. Two of our deans were unable to attend in person and are joining us virtually. I'd also like to acknowledge Dr. Gina Grandi, Dean, Faculty of Business Administration, and Professor Ray Stasison, Dean, Faculty of Media, Art, and Performance. In addition, the Director of La Cité Universitaire Francophone, Dr. Emmanuel Aito, was unable to be with us today. Let's welcome our platform party to this afternoon's celebration. Thank you. I now call upon our Chancellor, Pamela Klein, to bring greetings and officially open convocation.
Thank you very much, Glynis. Welcome. Welcome to all of you. Welcome, President Dr. Jeff Keshen, as we honor you today with your installation as our 8th President and Vice Chancellor. Welcome to our Acting Board Chair, Dr. Marlene Smedu, all of our platform guests and our virtual guests, and welcome, graduates, to your convocation celebration. It is fabulous to be with you in person, on campus, and for all of our guests watching virtually. This afternoon, we recognize the many months and years of commitment you've made in realizing your vision for a great life. Your family, friends, and the university community feel immense pride for you. A portion of your time at the university will be synonymous with the pandemic. Through remote learning, you were challenged to be innovative in connecting with peers and professors. Zoom simply could not replace brainstorming around a table, experimenting in the lab, researching in the library, or practicing in a gym. It was an unavoidable and unanticipated education, and no easy feat. Completing a post-secondary program amidst a pandemic, likely not the skill set you thought you'd come away with or acquire, so be certain to highlight that on your resume. Today, please realize yours has been an inspired life. To inspire or be inspired, you motivate someone to want to do something bigger than what they imagine they could accomplish on their own. You give someone an idea about what to do or what to create, perhaps something profound. You give someone hope that they too can be and do what they envision as their own great life. In choosing a post-secondary education, perhaps someone or an experience inspired you to choose the University of Regina. Through the hours of research, countless exams and classes, perhaps a professor or teacher inspired you, or a fellow student gave you a brilliant idea that you embraced. Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today." Whether you leave the University of Regina for career pursuits or stay for postgraduate studies, remember the knowledge you gained, the friends you made, and the achievement you've accomplished. Most definitely, know that you are prepared. I am confident with your leadership, our future will be brighter. Throughout your journey, now as a U of R alumni, may you inspire those around you to believe that they too can create impact for a better world. Congratulations, today we celebrate all of you. I now declare the annual fall convocation of the University of Regina open.
Thank you, Madam Chancellor. So remember just a few minutes ago when I asked for patience with any mistakes we might make? Well, we've recently had some changes to membership of our Board of Governors. And as we begin the installation proceedings, for those following today's proceedings in person, if you have a program, you may notice an error. But as previously introduced, I would like to call our acting chair, Dr. Marlene Smaydu, to the podium.
Thank you very much, Glynis. Mistakes are only moments in the process of learning. That's one of the things you should get from university education. Good afternoon, Chancellor Klein, our guests who are attending convocation virtually, and of course, the graduates who are here with us in person on this special day. This is indeed a special day because it is an opportunity, for the first time in 2 years, for us to gather in person to award degrees, certificates, and diplomas to our graduates. As we do so, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments. It is also a landmark day because for the first time since 2008, we are participating together in the installation of a new University of Regina president, Dr. Jeff Keshen, who officially began his term as president and vice chancellor on July 1st. In my capacity as acting chair of the university's Board of Governors, and also as a member of the search committee that recruited, interviewed, and hired Dr. Keshen, it is my great pleasure to introduce him as he is installed as the 8th President and Vice Chancellor in the university's history. Dr. Keshen has a distinguished record as a teacher, researcher, and administrator, and I want to take a moment to speak about how this experience will benefit our university and the wider community in years to come. Dr. Keshen joins the University of Regina after serving for 3.5 years as Vice President of Memorial University's Grenfell campus in Corner Brook, Newfoundland and Labrador. Prior to that, he served as Dean of the Faculty of Arts at Mount Royal University in Calgary and as Chair of the Department of History at the University of Ottawa. His academic training includes a doctoral degree from York University with a research concentration in the history of war and conflict. As a teacher, he was the recipient of the Government of Ontario's June Callwood Award for Outstanding Service in Volunteerism, which recognized his success in establishing the University of Ottawa's Experiential Learning Service. He was a double nominee for the 3M National Teaching Fellowship Award and was awarded both the Ontario Leadership in Teaching Prize and the University of Ottawa's Excellence in Education Prize. Dr. Keshen is also a prolific and nationally recognized researcher who has written 5 books, edited 11 others, and published more than 25 scholarly articles. The quality of his scholarship is demonstrated by the fact that one of his books, entitled Propaganda and Censorship in Canada's Great War, was named the best nonfiction book by the Writers Guild of Alberta. It was also shortlisted for the Canadian Federation for the Humanities and Social Sciences Harold Adam Innes Prize for the best book in the social sciences. In his career as a university administrator, Dr. Keshen has had great success developing programs that encourage leadership in young people, including programming for vulnerable and Indigenous students. He has also been the driving force behind initiatives that recognize workplace excellence, promote professional development, and increase employee satisfaction. I have every confidence that he will build on this excellent work at the University of Regina where he has stated that his priorities include enhancing the institution's national reputation, building on existing successes in research, truth and reconciliation, and equity, diversity, and inclusion, expanding experiential learning opportunities for students, and enhancing overall student satisfaction. My extensive dealings with Dr. Keshen over the past few months have confirmed for me that he is the perfect choice to be the University of Regina president. He is approachable and personable, sensitive to the concerns of the university and wider communities, and tireless in his work. He is respectful of the university's history and traditions. At the same time, however, he is not bound by the past and is eager to put forward and work toward an ambitious vision to enhance all aspects of this institution, its operations, and the education we provide our students. In the coming years, he will do incredible work to advance this institution, work that will include with engaging with today's graduates to recognize, celebrate, and promote the positive impact they are having in our communities. Like all of you, I look forward to seeing the results of Dr. Keshen's work. To that end, eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Board of Governors of this university, I present to you Dr. Jeff Keshen and ask that he be installed as the 8th President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Regina.
Do you, Dr. Jeff Keshen, pledge yourself to perform the duties of the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Regina as prescribed by the law and the bylaws of the university? And do you promise to defend the rights and to promote the welfare of the university and the members thereof?
I do so promise.
In the name of the University of Regina, I now install you, Dr. Jeff Keshen, in the office of President and Vice Chancellor of the University of Regina, and I invest you with the authority and charge you with the responsibility pertaining to that office.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
All right. We started with a glitch. Eminent Chancellor, members of the Board of Governors, parents, family, friends, and distinguished guests joining us remotely, and most importantly, all of you, our University of Regina graduates, we are absolutely so happy to host in person at this convocation ceremony. Being installed today as your 8th President and Vice Chancellor is an incredible honor, and especially at convocation, which is arguably the most joyous event on the university calendar. I still vividly recall my own convocations and their importance, not just for me, but also for my late parents, to whom I owe so very much. Like their parents, my grandparents, who emigrated to Canada with virtually nothing, their prospects did not include a university education. But they fully appreciated its importance, and as such, worked hard to give me that chance. Today, and also with profound gratitude, I cast my thoughts back more than a quarter century to the convocation at which I received my PhD. There, my wife, Deborah, joined other members of my family on what was, I still remember, a stifling hot day for the ceremony held at the university's open-air tennis stadium. I couldn't see her in the large crowd, but she had slipped a note into my convocation program, a note that she had written these following words: "Feel my pride, as in spirit I walk with you across the stage." Graduates, in your own ways, I hope that today you can share such a feeling with your friends and your loved ones. Now, because yours is a generation of the internet, to further express what I mean, allow me to reference something that now remains in the world as a YouTube clip. It's a clip of someone who, as a child, I watched on TV, and I no doubt that some of those folks who are joining us remotely, parents and friends, remember. It's a clip of someone named Fred Rogers, who has become known to the millions who tuned in, Mr. Rogers. You may recall that Tom Hanks played him in a 2019 movie called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Kind and utterly genuine, Fred Rogers tirelessly advocated for the well-being of children. Now, shortly before his death in 1997, he received a Lifetime Achievement Award. At that august occasion, he brought an otherwise aloof Hollywood audience to tears with these words, words that I hope have meaning for you that sort of reflect what just Hannah had said. So many people have helped me come to this night. Some of you are here, some are far away, some are even in heaven. All of us have special ones who have loved us into being. Now, I won't ask that you do this next part. Actually, you already did it from Hannah. But Mr. Rogers went on to say, would you just take along with me 10 seconds to think of all the people who have helped you become, who you are. 10 seconds of silence for those who have cared about you and who wanted what was best for you in life. Whomever you've been thinking about, how pleased they must be to know the difference you feel they've made. That sentiment, not just to think of yourself, but also of others, reflects the extraordinary place from which you graduate today, a university whose motto implores us to act as one who serves. Those who settled in this beautiful land place faith in higher education, where, like the limitless prairie horizon, the freedom to explore and to chart new paths is truly boundless. And here at the University of Regina, truly our greatest gift and our purpose is to spark and inspire the untold potential that lies within others, within all of you. In many ways, our reason for being is to help students realize the wondrous things of which you are capable of accomplishing and to help the Academy as a whole forge a better future for us all. Indeed, Convocation, with its enthralling processions of robes and regalia and ceremony, speaks to an ideals of the university stretching back a millennium that I, my colleagues, and all of you graduates proudly inherit, and that ideal is this: that knowledge and truth and ideas can truly change the world. And in pursuing this ideal, the University of Regina's story has been a breathtaking one of progress. The institution began in 1911, only 6 years after Saskatchewan joined a still fledgling country, and it joined as a tiny Methodist high school with only 27 students. In just over a century, including nearly 50 years as an independent institution, beginning in 1974, the University of Regina has developed into a dynamic, into a forward-looking, into an international institution with close now to 17,000 students, some 200 degree programs, and approximately 80,000 alumni. It is a place where research and creative works are expanding knowledge and enriching culture and addressing the issues and challenges and opportunities of our day. Graduates, today marks the start of new journeys for you. Journeys that present untold possibilities, but also perhaps a little trepidation over what comes next. But consider your trajectory from those think back to those first uncertain university days to this day, an upward trajectory that has seen you master new areas of inquiry and grow in capacity and abilities and confidence. Over that time, loving family members, treasured friends, and other mentors, and each in their own way said that they believed in you. More importantly, you have believed in yourself because you took the classes, you wrote the essays, you completed the labs and group work, you sweated through the tests and exams, and you persisted through unprecedented time to arrive at this convocation. Moving forward from this ceremony, and this day, fortify yourself. Fortify yourself with the knowledge that each and every one of you can push forward no matter the circumstances. When you have time in the coming days, Google the words, most inspiring people. One name that will appear is that of Nick Wojcik. No doubt he's unknown to most of you here. He's born in 1982 in Melbourne, Australia, into a seemingly typical family. He's raised in a seemingly typical neighborhood, but Nick was entirely unique from the get-go. He was one of only 7 people then known worldwide as afflicted with tetraamelia syndrome, meaning that Nick was born without arms and without legs, but he willed himself to make a choice. As he puts it, as Nick puts it, are you going to believe in yourself or everyone else's judgment of you? Blessed with determination, armed with determination, Nick soared, bidding goodbye to the naysayers of his youth, to graduate from university, to marry, to start a family, and to establish a not-for-profit organization called Life Without Limbs, whose mission was to inspire everyone to ask a seemingly simple question: who am I? Not who do others believe I am. Progress, graduates, is never unbroken, and every experience provides us with a learning opportunity. The Japanese writer Haruki Murakami reminds us that once the storm is over, you won't remember how you made it through. You'll only remember that you endured to get to the other side. And now, in reaching this milestone of convocation, we hope that among the lessons you take and nurture from your time here is that success is not only defined by what you achieve for yourself, but as one who serves by your ability to leave a positive and lasting impact on others. Everyone, absolutely everyone has the means to inspire, to be a hero, whether you're in your family, your community, or further afield. Reflecting upon his own improbable, or what many consider to be impossible journey to occupy the highest office in his country, if not the world, former President Barack Obama, in one of his final speeches, delivered to congressional interns, all of whom are about the same age as most of the graduates here today, said this: don't get bored. Don't get cynical. The possibilities of what you can do are enormous. Becoming a president kind of involves a lot of luck. It's not because you're so much better than anyone else. A lot of times it was just happenstance that things worked out. But being useful and having a satisfying life and making a contribution, well, that's entirely within your control. Orient yourself towards having an impact, making a difference, and you will, and you'll be happy doing it. Guided by such sentiments, here at the U of R, we will always endeavor to educate and inspire students to become problem solvers, engaged citizens, people of sterling integrity, dedicated to improving our present to build a better future, a pursuit that is embedded in all parts of our university, including the federated colleges. Luther College, established in 1913, speaks of instilling the values of honor, unselfishness, and goodwill. Campion College opened its doors 4 years later, and it aspires to enlighten minds into ennoble hearts. The First Nations University of Canada, the most recent addition to our post-secondary family back in 1976, stands as an inspiring testament to elevating long oppressed and marginalized Indigenous peoples through education. One of its renowned scholars, and in fact its very first faculty member, Professor Blair Stonechild, tells us that the university is the new Buffalo. He explains that in the past, the Buffalo met virtually every need, from food to shelter. Today, elders say that education, rather than the bison, needs to be relied upon for survival. Universities drive progress by moving us to see not only what was and what is, but to strive to create the world of which we dream. As the great Romantic era poet William Blake reminds us, what is now proved was once only imagined. Indeed, things long discussed now present themselves as normalized realities, like virtual classrooms bringing the University of Regina into the most remote of areas, with the potential to profoundly expand perspectives and even further democratize power and opportunity. In that spirit, allow me to quote from the great, and in this case, prophetic Saskatchewan-born Indigenous singer-songwriter Buffy Sainte-Marie. More than a decade ago, she said, "Consider how it's been for the past 30 years, where it seems that the same old suits kept coming up with the same old European-based solutions, seldom seeking ideas from artists and women and students and Indigenous thinkers. However, freshness is available from every corner of the world if we do open up the doors of communication to everybody. Technology can get us that freshness. In our emergence from the COVID-19 pandemic, which despite continuing concerns is proceeding with increasing speed, fueling hope and optimism, we should feel energized not only from countless displays of resilience and ingenuity, but also from outpourings of compassion and intensified outrage over injustice. Effective teaching, innovative academic programming, strong student services, high-impact research, indigenization and reconciliation, equity, diversity, inclusivity, environmental leadership, and building communities, these will continue as the foundation upon which we drive progress as a university. We will provide more inclusive and flexible learning options, and we will make every student know the strength of our commitment to educating them as individuals, recognizing their unique needs and their aspirations and abilities. Guided by collaboration, collegiality, fairness, integrity, I harbor not a shred of doubt that we will continue to achieve great things. I know this because we have long proven ourselves as blessed with riches and ability and ingenuity and dedication. We will always embrace our incredible potential and unique opportunity to propel forward the public good. In that spirit, it is truly my honor to serve as president of this great institution, and as president, and on behalf of everyone here, and on behalf of so many more channeling their love and pride from all corners of the globe to this room, to all of you, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of the fall of 2021 on your convocation. Your presence here today in this most challenging of times is a testament to your resilience and the incredible things that we know you will accomplish in the coming years as engaged citizens, and I hope as proud alumni of the University of Regina. Thank you all very much.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, hello, Tansi. I am very pleased to share a message at the University of Regina Fall Convocation. I am joining you from Government House in Regina, which is in Treaty 4 territory and homeland of the Métis. First, I would like to congratulate Dr. Jeff Keshen as he is installed as the 8th president of the University of Regina. It has been a pleasure getting to know you at community events already. Dr. Keshen, you will bring a wealth of experience to this position and will provide strong leadership. Thank you for your commitment to the university and to our community. It is wonderful that the graduates are able to gather in person for convocation. The pandemic has been stressful on students and faculty, and I thank you for your determination and resilience. The pandemic has also been a reminder that we must address global problems through innovation and collaboration. Throughout this crisis, we have relied on researchers, scientists, and public policy experts, all trained at academic institutions like the University of Regina. Your education will serve you well in your future and will enable you to make important contributions. I congratulate each person who is convocating today. This achievement is a result of your hard work and commitment. You have undoubtedly faced many challenges throughout your time at university, and you can take great pride in this impressive accomplishment. I wish you all the very best in your future. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the university faculty and administrators, as well as family and friends of the graduates, for the key role you have played in their success. In closing, it is my pleasure to bring you greetings on behalf of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, Queen of Canada. In the spirit of reconciliation, I would also like to share these greetings in my first language, which is Woodland Cree. Nimadwithitin tapita matawa tamiskatuin gichoga masku Elizabeth II. Gichoga maskuino utagitaskino Canada. Nina naskuman.
Well, hello everyone. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan. Thank you very much for inviting me. I'd like to begin by respectfully acknowledging that I'm bringing greetings from Treaty 4 territory, the traditional and ancestral lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, and the homeland of the Métis. I want to first extend a warm welcome and congratulations to Dr. Jeff Keshen, the new President and Vice Chancellor at the U of R. I know you're going to do great things for this university and all of its federated colleges. It's my honor to celebrate the nearly 1,000 graduates being recognized at today's convocation ceremony. I'd like to say congratulations. Your time at the University of Regina or at Campion, Luther College, or the First Nations University of Canada is a great accomplishment that you should be proud of. Your students have been through the pandemic the last several months and have faced many challenges during your studies, and you've overcome those challenges. You've succeeded. Your resilience has brought you here today, and we celebrate that. Saskatchewan is my home. It's where I've chosen to make a life for myself and my family. I really hope the same is true for you, as I know Saskatchewan is the best place to live, to work, and to raise a family anywhere in the world. I encourage you to also take advantage of the Graduate Retention Program, which offers up to $20,000 in income tax credits for eligible post-secondary graduates who stay right here in Saskatchewan. Your studies have prepared you with the skills and knowledge to take on leadership roles in our communities. You're what the future of our province will be built on. I hope that the unique experiences you've gained and your educational achievements will allow you to find success in anything you pursue. I hope you take a second today to reflect on everything you've been able to accomplish and to enjoy the celebrations. So again, on behalf of the province, congratulations. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Masters, Mayor of the City of Regina. On behalf of my council colleagues in our city, a huge congratulations to all of you on your convocation. You've shown up, you've worked hard, and you've navigated through the challenges of university. And in our lifetimes, you're amongst a select class that has done so during a global pandemic. Well done. Today will mean different things to each of you. To some, it comes with a sigh of relief. Okay, all of you. To others, it can be accompanied with a touch of nostalgia as you look back at the memories and the relationships that were formed. I bet most of you are looking into the future with feelings of anticipation and perhaps some apprehension, questioning what's next. And you don't have to have all the answers. As long as you continue to have the same dedication to showing up and working hard, it will lead to endless opportunities. And Saskatchewan is the place to be for opportunities right now. I want to take this time to acknowledge and welcome Dr. Keshen on becoming the university's 8th president. I look forward to working with him and the university and building a better community for all. Again, congratulations, graduates, and thank you for not only choosing the University of Regina, but for choosing our great city.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, Dr. Keshen. And that was to keep it fun. You were right, I was wrong. But that was to keep everyone on their toes, especially the AV team in the back. So thanks for being flexible. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you the graduates to be named, on whom you have conferred the degrees, certificates, and diplomas to which they are entitled.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the Senate of the University, I have admitted you to the degrees, certificates, and diplomas to which you are entitled, and I have vested in you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. I now charge you to use these powers, rights, and privileges with honor and integrity as one who serves.
Before we present the first group of students, I would like to acknowledge the achievement of the graduates whose names appear in the official program but who are not present at today's ceremony. Many were unable to attend in person due to travel or other restrictions, but I'd like to specifically recognize all graduates joining this ceremony virtually. Although they will not be physically crossing our convocation stage, all are individually recognized in the convocation program. The program is posted on our website, so all can follow along during the ceremony, and each graduate will receive their own individual printed copy as part of their convocation package coming soon, along with their parchment diploma and other mementos. We hope that the graduates joining from afar are celebrating their academic accomplishments with the help of their family and friends this afternoon. Please join me so that those of us able to gather here today also acknowledge these graduates. Let's give them a round of applause.
Eminent Chancellor, with your permission, the Doctor of Philosophy is the highest academic degree our university offers. As much of an honor as it is for these scholars to have received the degree, it is also a great honor and proud moment for the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research and the Dean, Dr. Aziz Douai, I present to you these scholars. Doctor of Philosophy, Kim Audette. Thank you. Pierre Cox. Haoun Gao. Lin Ji. Katja Hildebrandt. Julia Mason. Asif Rahman. Victoria Zucan. Zhang Yang Yao. Peng Zhang. Si Young Chung. Eminent Chancellor, I present Amy Richter. Amy is receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology. Dr. Richter is the recipient of the President's Distinguished Graduate Student Award, which will be presented later in the ceremony. Dr. Amy Richter. Master of Administration, Fariba Abdullah. Mohammed Sharikuf Alam. Say, Kiran, and Carla. Jonathan Kalfat. Andrew Choquette. Luza Saibes Majestesqui. Gertrude Dadson. Winghu Sun. Hassan Saleh Muhad. Mid Mitir Rahman. Romana Satana Ruby. Abdullah Al Tanzib. Master of Adult Education and Community Engagement, Deidre Anderson Dahl. Teresa Innes. Master of Applied Science, Umi Aisha. Japat Singh Bawa. Mohana Das. Tessa Hersberger. Need your card. Your card. Great. Asman Manwar. Balaji Udiyapan. Master of Arts, Jonathan Polsom. Kobe Stevenson. Master of Business Administration, Lynn Barber. Edmund Bellegrade. Robert Hembroff. Lin Zhang. Master of Education, Balapreet Kaur Badesha. Whitney Blaisdell. Raymond Moutin. Charnel Crawford. Diana DeBray. Lori Ellis. Marjorie Facey. Sarah Philby. Skylar Hart. Taryn Henry. Jody Haunch. Christine Huber. Denise Kennedy. Audrey Dudson. Kaylee Manisterski. Kamojello Matabiwakwami. Darcy Olinik. Jennifer Painshod. Christina Patterson. Teresa Pennington. Marley Pro. Venkatesh Thiruval Avan. Michelle Toman. Renee Vilbrunt. Janelle Wagner. Brittany Ward. Yan Yang. Master of Engineering, Rupinder Kaur. Muhammad Amar. Veronica Animudu. Muhammad Arslan. Rima Gianni. Davel Balabapi Patel. Bipin Kumar Saram. Master of Fine Arts, Kevin McKenzie. Master of Health Administration, Martina Depker. Colton Fritzler. Master of Human Resource Development, Carrie Ann Jack Robinson. Allison Rashad. Master of Human Resource Management, Ejihorni Adori. Raphael Islam Chowdhury. Syed Mahedi Hassan. Amika Warlar. Martha Ogahi. Muhammad Shaki. Deidre Stephenson. Rodzi Karim Tassin. Master of Indigenous Social Work, Carmen Ernst. Candice Godot. Rosanna Good. Tammy Lidguru. Wendy Marasti. Master of Journalism, Libby Giesbrecht. Florence Huang. Teresa Klein. Master of Nursing, Hannah Lee Latina. Angeline Cernano. Emanuela Adamaski Mensa. Nadine Egler Wimi. Lily Engel. Yili Lin. Farzana Nazir. Parvin Yazadan Parast. Master of Public Policy, Alida Solomon. Master of Science, Bashali. Saeed Ahmed. Hitesh Bhatia. Drew Claus-Walford. Hidharthi Gandhi. Kandeep Kaur. MD Motir Rahman Mridra. Oluwatobi Ojo. Harsh Patel. Jordan Rothwell. Mohammed Fazeen Saeed. Krishna Murthy Surya Narayan. Fanny Jahavni Uplurli. Master of Social Work, Lena Ajikote. Master's Certificate, Jacqueline DeLong. Brian Wilson. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Arts and the Dean, Dr. Shannon Day, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Arts, Ian Nunji. Adam Kalinik. Destiny Thomas. Jesse Pelletier. Hayden Hobbrick. With distinction, Samantha Douglas. With great distinction, Veronica Murat. Eminent Chancellor, I present Veronica Murat. Veronica is receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Indigenous Studies with great distinction. Veronica is the recipient of the Faculty of Arts Dean's Medal, which recognizes the achievements of an outstanding graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. Veronica is also the recipient of the University Prize in Arts, which is awarded at fall convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With great distinction, Veronica Murat. Michelle Salif Ula. Jill Evans. Shelby Hine, also receiving a certificate in nonprofit sector leadership and innovation. Suha Qureshi. Tessa Realic. Racelyn Schaefer Hansen. Emma Wall, also receiving a certificate in Justice Studies. Kaylin Young. Bachelor of Arts Honors, with high honors, Madeline O'Connor. With high honors, Daria Chernova. Melina Ram. Bachelor of Arts in Police Studies, Vadim Kunov. Bachelor of Human Justice, Kevin Edgeman. Caitlin Arnstar, also receiving a certificate in Health Studies. Liberal Arts Diploma, Mitab Dehian. Purnar Ravindra Nadwani. Certificate in Economics, Kiran Sachivda, also receiving a certificate in Administration Level 2. Irene Terashima. Vikrant Betty. Amandeep Kaur. Aishnit Kaur. Satish Kumar Patel, also receiving a certificate in Administration Level 2.
Certificate in the Durlas and Gurkirat Singh.
Gurkirat Singh.
Same name, just last name.
Gurkirat Singh Gill. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Business Administration and the Dean, Dr. Gina Grandi, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Administration, Christine Roasting. Charmaine Strungman. Bachelor of Business Administration, Dana Bechalou. Maisie Delmaire, also receiving a certificate in Public Relations. Chrisella Vesselbun, also receiving a certificate in Economics. Shaisani Liu. Yuhan Sang. Sienna Cook, also receiving a certificate in Economics. Shafak Faiz Mohammed. Catherine Peterson. Nicholas Thorpe. Anela Vihab. Taryn Fremantle. Rong Huang. Michael Mungambanga. Abbas Saeed. Natalie Embury. Jennifer Fuller. Tae Ha, also receiving a certificate in Public Relations. Kate Intzotsky. Arman Jisan. Calista Springer, also receiving a certificate in Public Relations. Manan Chaitanya Kumar Bahat. Steve Joseph Sam. Durville Bhakvin Kumar Joshi. Ishant Kandari. Devinderjeet Kaur. Komalpreet Kaur. Lakwinder Kaur. Navjot Kaur. Meet Kushkumar Patel. Krutho Patel. Rashuma Islam Payal. Prathamjot Singh. Zunini Suoke. Eminent Chancellor, I present Emma Almer. Emma is receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration in Marketing with Distinction. Emma is the recipient of the Faculty of Business Administration Dean's Medal, which recognizes the achievements of an outstanding graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With distinction, Emma Almer. Eminent Chancellor, I present Dawson Williams Nadler. Dawson is receiving a Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting with great distinction. Dawson is the recipient of the University Prize in Business Administration, which is awarded at fall convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With great distinction, Dawson Williams Nadler.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Education and the Dean, Dr. Jerome Cranston, I present to you these scholars. Audrey Whitecap. Johan Yamba. Bachelor of Education with distinction, Connor Enyon. Bachelor of Indigenous Education, Sinead Constant. Lene McDonald. Samantha McKay. Cindy Morasti. Monica Pretty-Shield. Kelly Rude. Baccalaureate en Education with distinction, Bushra Kainat. Eminent Chancellor, I present Bushra Kainat. Bushra is receiving a baccalaureate en Education in dictation in Français langue et lecture with distinction. Bushra is the recipient of the Saskatchewan Teachers Federation Award, which is presented to the most distinguished graduate from the faculty that does not hold another degree. With distinction, Bushra Kainat. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science and the Dean, Dr. Assam Hussain, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Applied Science, Babashan Sutete. Austin Waldron. Tasad A. Lemayu. Akabam Ekpenyan. Nicole Rogers. Shang Wang. Shaji Faruqi. Han Bao. With distinction, Kelly Holtzman. Samuel Ergabu. Juskrit Josen. With distinction, Mabin Babu. Eminent Chancellor, I present Mabin Babu. Mabin is receiving a Bachelor of Applied Science and Industrial Systems Engineering with distinction. Mabin is the recipient of the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science Dean's Medal, which recognizes the achievements of an outstanding graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. Mabin is also the recipient of the University Prize in Engineering and Applied Science, which is awarded at fall convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With distinction, Mabin Babu. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Kinesiology and Health Studies and the Dean, Dr. Harold Reamer, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Health Studies, Abdul Latif Abbas. Renz Boccato. Kyra Delorme. Kayla Lee. Bonnie Marco. With distinction, Tanya Sprignadiak. Bachelor of Kinesiology, Jasmine Grandel. Michelle Danick. Kaylin Herman, great distinction. With distinction, Emily Hutchinson. Kyun Yun Kwa. Talia Terry. Eminent Chancellor, I present Brittany Davis. Brittany is receiving a Bachelor of Kinesiology in Human Kinetics with great distinction. Brittany is the recipient of the University Prize in Kinesiology and Health Studies, which is awarded at each convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With great distinction, Brittany Davis. Bachelor of Sport and Recreation Studies, Josie Gowdy Jervis, also receiving a certificate in administration level 2. Jessica Duro, Kara Fisher, Courtney Lavalley, Satwinder Singh Bagri, Harpreet Kaur, Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Media, Art, and Performance and the Dean, Professor Ray Stason, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Arts, with distinction, Brianna Hoff. Theodore Bison. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Nursing and its Dean, Dr. Cheryl Pollard, in affiliation with the School of Nursing at Saskatchewan Polytechnic and its Interim Dean, Krista McLean, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Talope Amabilu. Ayatomiwa Akinle. Nura Bashir. Michael Blazeko. Zaya Campos. Michelle Dimiterko. Rachel Duray. Jennifer Fatawataje. Emma Horoshko. Cheyenne Knight. Alina Krumer. Olivia Leishman. Rebecca Lidster. Akon Loy. Hannah McGilvery. Luam Michael. Cassidy Newman. Richard Wacha. Yura Park. Katerina Pitroff. Ian Zar Romero. Maya Rosenfeld. Tristan Shakuski. Katrine Joy Signey. Ryan Sonko. Morgan Taylor. With distinction, Alana Van de Sype. Eminent Chancellor, I present Alana Van de Sype. Alana is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Nursing with distinction. Alana is the recipient of the Faculty of Nursing and School of Nursing Dean's Medal, which recognizes the achievements of an outstanding graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. Alana is also the recipient of the Saskatchewan Registered Nurses Association of Gold Medal for Excellence in Clinical Practice, which is awarded to a graduate from the Saskatchewan Collaborative Bachelor of Science in Nursing program who demonstrates excellence in clinical practice. With distinction, Alana Van de Sype. Emily Chancellor, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Science, Bachelor of Science, Armand Gill. Mohammed Hamzad Imtiaz. Mohadeep Katra. Suba Turna. Amanda Ubartra, also receiving a certificate in economics. With distinction, Stephen Clark. Martin Kwambao. Maya Soleo. With distinction, Kuei Lee. Eminent Chancellor, I present Mandeep Singh Dhillon. Mandeep is receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with distinction. Mandeep is the recipient of the Faculty of Science Dean's Medal, which recognizes the achievements of an outstanding graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. With distinction, Mandeep Singh Dhillon. Diploma in Computer Science, Razal Amahed. Alfred Chatriani. Satwinder Hundal. Rajveer Kaur. Het Kumar. Kushal Karcharia. Kiran. Om Prasad Mahitha. Prayashu Darhamabai Madi. Kavil Patil. Varshil Patil. Shali Patil. Jay Patel. Harsh Kumar Patel. Yuvraj Patel. Virag Shah. Nitant Suhagia. Turang Viradia. Certificate in Computer Science, Darpan Sharma. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Social Work and Dean, Dr. Kathy Rock, I present to you these scholars. Bachelor of Indigenous Social Work, Stephanie Arkand. Vanessa Birch. Olivia Buffalo, also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Social Work. Linnea George, also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Social Work. Amy Harris, also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Social Work. Caitlin Kerr. Shelby LaRose, also receiving a certificate in Social Work. Brianna Lara. Raylene Sanderson. Maria Sutherland. Marcella Vandal, also receiving a certificate in Indigenous Social Work. Angela Waskowicz. Chloe Weber. Kristen Turner. Certificate in Indigenous Social Work, Cheyenne Gopher. Eminent Chancellor, I present Kyla Kerr. Kyla is receiving a Bachelor of Indigenous Social Work. Kyla is the recipient of the University Prize in Social Work, which is awarded at each convocation to the most distinguished graduate in the faculty receiving a first degree. Kyla Kerr. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Centre for Continuing Education and the Director, Christy Schultz, I present to you these scholars. Certificate in Administration, Level 1, Emni Eltassi. Caitlin Richardson. Billy Sun. Certificate in Administration, Level 2, Abby Manwu. Sarmeet Handa. Himanshu. Aziz Kar. Harshpreet Kaur. Kiranveer Kaur. Mandeep Kaur. Namanjeet. Simran. Ishwar Singh. Gurkarat Singh. Amandeep Singhi, Certificate in Administration, also receiving a certificate in liberal arts. Kurshal Singh, also receiving a certificate in liberal arts. Nandit Sharma. Pargat Singh. Rajdeep Singh. Sahaj Singh. Satnam Singh. Fiorella Stephanie Villagaray Paccio. Certificate in Local Government Administration, Victoria Folk. Certificate in Public Relations, Haley Huber. Certificate in Extended Studies in Inclusive Education, Stephanie McLeod. Chitsaram Dusi, Liberal Arts Certificate. Satwinder Singh Brar. Surav Chopra. Cynthia Denomi. Denfordine Donner. Nurbe. Mohammed Samir. Inderpal Singh Sembi, also receiving a certificate in liberal arts. Surpreet Kaur Buttar. Chanpreet Kaur. Brinder Kaur. Parneet Kaur. Neha Sharma. Nitin Vashayat. Vendat Patel.
Eminent Chancellor, I'd like to call Dr. Amy Richter to join us on the stage. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Aziz Douai, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research, and I'm pleased to present the citation for the President's Distinguished Graduate Student Award. The University of Regina President's Distinguished Graduate Student Award recognizes the outstanding academic performance of a graduate student. The decision of the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research Scholarship and Awards Committee is based on the quality of the thesis or exhibition, external examiner's report, quality of the defense, coursework, cumulative grade point average, publications and presentations deriving directly from the research done for the thesis or exhibition, and on awards achieved. This year's recipient is Dr. Amy Joanna Richter. Dr. Richter is graduating with a Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Systems Engineering with a grade point average of 95.5%. While researching and writing her thesis titled Improving Data-Driven Canadian Waste Management Policy Using GIS, Remote Sensing, and Other Advanced Techniques, Dr. Richter received over 35 graduate awards for her academic excellence, valued at over $170,000. Her supervisor Dr. Kelvin Ng, said, and I quote, "Her academic performance helps us to raise the research profile of our university. Her doctoral work has directly and indirectly impacted our society, environment, and economy in a positive and quantifiable way." End of quote. Using various remote sensing and GIS techniques, Amy successfully developed a theoretical framework with respect to the design, analysis, planning, and operation of a sustainable solid waste management system. In total, she has published over 50 publications, including 28 journal articles, 16 conference papers, 9 magazine articles, consultancy reports, and theses. She has served as the lead author of 11 of her journal articles, and all of her papers were published in top-tier peer-reviewed journals. She has presented 8 papers in various international and national conferences and has developed and taught 3 undergraduate labs in the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science. Dr. Richter is interested in equity and social justice issues, especially on representation of women in STEM fields and accessibility of waste management and recycling services in northern Canadian regions and remote communities. Dr. Richter is currently a Senior Waste Management Coordinator at the Government of Saskatchewan. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Amy Richter.
Madam Chancellor. Good afternoon. My name is David Gregory, and I have the privilege of serving as the Interim Provost and Vice President Academic. Today, I am pleased to present the citation for the President's Medal to Selena Earle. Although Selena is unable to attend in person, We hope that she, along with her family and friends, is watching virtually. The University of Regina President's Medal is awarded each spring and fall convocation to a student receiving a first undergraduate degree who has shown academic excellence, significant leadership, and commitment to extracurricular activities while a student at the university. As I noted, this convocation's recipient is Selena Earle, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Kinesiology honors, high honors in human kinetics, with a cumulative grade point average of 88.56%. Selena has been described as inclusive, innovative, determined, thoughtful, and meticulous regarding her work as a volunteer, student, and researcher. Selena's enthusiasm and passion as a learner, her impeccable ability to problem solve, and her adept social skills have proven to be an asset in so many facets of her life. Perhaps Selena's most impressive quality has been her dedication to research. In the 2020 winter term, Selena started her honors thesis under supervision of Dr. Julia Totosi-Zapetnik, looking at the effects of diet intervention on metabolic efficiency among endurance athletes. During the study, Ms. Earle not only refined and enhanced her technical skills, but quickly became an important asset to the research team. When her study was affected and eventually stopped because of COVID restrictions, Selena was applauded for being resourceful and determined in finding a new research project. In addition to her significant academic success, Selena has continued to commit her time to volunteer work with the Cardiac Rehabilitation Program at the Center for Health, Wellness, and Performance, with Being Astonished, and as a preschool sports coach. Selena is also the recipient of the Faculty of Kinesiology and Health Studies Dean's Medal, which is presented to a student graduating with a first degree who has demonstrated leadership and academic achievement. Please join me in congratulating Selena Earle.
Good afternoon, Chancellor Pam Klein, President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Keshen, Board Interim Chair Dr. Marlene Smidu, members of the Platform Party, other dignitaries, and of course the reason we are all here today, our 2021 graduating class. My name is Monica Dieters and I am the past president of your Alumni Association. I'm here to welcome you to what may be the biggest club you'll ever be a part of, and that is over 80,000 alumni of the University of Regina. On behalf of the University of Regina Alumni Association, congratulations, you made it on what may be one of your biggest, proudest, and most significant life accomplishments to date. We are so proud of you, and I know your family and friends are also proud of you. We have alumni all over the world, in 113 countries to be exact, working as key researchers in medical science, as politicians, advancing the technology sector, and even working in professional sports. It is likely that as you enter the workforce, perhaps continue your education, or wherever your next steps may take you, that you may bump into a fellow alumnus. Please take advantage of this built-in connection that you have. As you reflect back on this milestone in your life, I hope it is a step in your life that makes you feel a great sense of pride and connection to both the university and alumni community. Please stay connected, attend events, and stay up to date on what is happening at your university. There are lots of great events, learning opportunities, benefits, and programs that can be enjoyed whether your journey keeps you close to Regina or afar through a virtual presence. We hope that this accomplishment is the beginning of a lifetime of accomplishments and accolades in your field of study. You have completed your education at a very fascinating and a very challenging time, and for that you should be proud of yourself. We are so excited to see you change the world.
Congratulations, graduate. This room is filled with so much pride for what you've achieved. And I now declare the fall convocation of the University of Regina closed.
So congratulations one more time to all the graduates, and I would like, as we close, to direct your attention to the screen above, or for those online to continue watching while we play a video that celebrates our graduates. The music, entitled Futures in Flight, was composed by University of Regina alumnus Todd Bryanton. The photography and multimedia coordination were done by the University of Regina Photography Department and Audiovisual Services. Enjoy the video, and thank you once again for celebrating convocation with us at the University of Regina.